That's right, YouTube. You read correctly. I finally grossed 10K. First time I've done it since I started, doing it on my own. Stay tuned and I'll tell you how. What's poppin'? Yes, YouTube. It was a fucking great week. Matter of fact, my best week. Tradition, let's show Dior taking a shit. It was my best week. I'm fucking happy as shit. I finally, it's always been a goal of mine to reach 10K in a week. I've came close. And let me start by saying, when I say I gross 10K, obviously that's gross. And that's without even giving, the man their 20% right off the top. And by the man, I mean Ray Logistics. Video. Oh, by the way, for all the haters out there, I'm going to put the pay stub up at the end of this video. So you got to watch to the end of the video. Their 20%, what I really grossed, what I really took home was $8,080. Still good, but yes, I grossed 10K. That's what I'll be taking home. I'll be taking home 8,000, but I'm over here in PA, getting loaded, headed back to Uxbridge, Mass. Fucking mountains galore out here. But yeah, I'm very happy with the week. I've done it a couple times where I got close, like 8,000, 9,000 gross, but I didn't quite make it. But last week was it. I actually went over 10K, but whatever, we're not gonna be. Yeah, my first load, hold up. My first load was Poland Spring, Hallett Center to Yorktown, New York, upstate. That was 1,900. 570 miles. And I count empty miles and everything. So I was, I hate it. Poland Spring load Monday is the worst. I got a deadhead out of Massachusetts. That fucking sucks. So that's 150 miles just to get to Maine. So I got 266 a mile, which is not bad. Second load after that was out of Orangeburg, New York, going to Norfolk, Virginia. That paid $1,200, 370 miles, $259 a mile. Load after that was coming out of Virginia, going to Lincoln, Rhode Island, 510 miles, $282 a mile. That paid $1,800. And next load after that was Leominster, Mass, going to Baltimore. That was a 3-load one, I believe. 3-stop delivery. 450 miles, $353 a mile. That paid 2 G's. Then at Maryland to Lincoln, back up to Lincoln, Rhode Island, same spot. I remember that. That paid $1,650, $1,650. And then I went to Kingfield, Maine, deep in Maine, deep north. That delivered to Cheshire, Connecticut, Bizzuto's, and that paid $1,550, $1,550. It was a good week. It was a good week. Everything was just flowing. I was ahead of time on every freaking delivery. I was there hours in advance, and that's how you get a good week. That's how you get a good week, when you plan your loads. But when I'm delivering my load, I'm already on the phone with a broker planning my next load. Because if everything goes smoothly, sometimes, it rarely happens, but sometimes you got to cancel because shit doesn't work out. But this week went by perfect. Everything, I was on time for every goddamn load way early. And it just went so smoothly. You wish in the trucking industry that you could have that every week, but it's just impossible. It's just impossible. Shit happens. As I will always continue to say, shit happens. Dior's Roman. But all in all, I'm going to be pushing. Obviously this week, I'm not going to have a 10K week. It's going to be impossible. Yeah, like, I'm going to keep on trying, but like I said, I probably came close to that number maybe 4 or 5 times at all the time that I've been doing this shit. And I average about 4 to 5, sometimes 6 loads a week. And I'm on week 40 since I started. So I have all that shit written down in my trusty. Another thing, like, if you're gonna be an owner operator, you gotta have one of these. You gotta have one of these. It's just simple. It's a fucking notebook. You write down every goddamn stat that your pickup, your drop-offs, your fucking date, the mile you started that pickup, the mile. It keeps track of everything. So when it comes time to calculating mile per gallon, fucking mile, everything. When it times to calculate, you got all the fucking evidence, I call it, right in here to calculate whatever the fuck you need. You could go back, load number, all that shit. You could go back and write that shit. The only thing is I don't put the load. I put the load number, but I won't put the pickup number on this, because if you put the pickup number on this, if you get used to putting the pickup number on this, you're gonna have to walk into the places that you're picking up at with this. And I'd rather just look it up on my phone, my email. Because if you walk in there, eventually you're gonna fucking lose this and you're gonna leave it in there. Trust me, that's a fact. It's happening. So I don't put the pickup number on there for that purpose. So I don't ever have to walk. That book, besides right now, has never left my truck. Like, there's no need. We're just walking around getting loaded right now. So I want to do the video and put that part in there. But yeah, I needed that. I needed that fucking 10K week, because if y'all been paying attention, y'all know that 3-week bullshit that I went through with the oil cooler, the fucking fuel filter, and all that bullshit. So, you know, I got screwed for 3 weeks without no pay. And you know, as an owner operator, that could put a lot of people out of business. I almost went out of business. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, because 3 weeks without no pay, them bills don't stop. And them bills don't stop. And I tell people, fuck my personal bills. Dio, where the fuck you go? Get over here. Don't be trying to run down no mountains. Look at this chick. Fuck my personal bills. That's expensive. But the trucking bills, these fucking trucking bills, oh my Lord. Every morning I log onto my bank account, and every morning they got a deduction. I'm not talking about little 50, 60 bucks. I'm talking about hundreds of dollars every day. They're just deducting for something out of my bank account. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. So that 10K week was fucking needed. Like, I needed that to put me back up. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put the pay stub up so y'all could see. Because, you know, I already said when I started this YouTube shit, if I'm discussing money, I'll put the pay stub up. I have no problem putting the pay stub up. Like, if I'm discussing money, a lot of people don't do that shit. And it's like, are they telling the truth? Because anybody could just come up on camera and be like, yeah, I made this, made that. But they really didn't. But you'll see all the numbers that I fucking shit blur out what you don't need to see. But hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. Subscribe if you're not already. Me and Dior are done. It's cold as hell out here. Fingers is cold as fuck. So me and Dior about to go back in this truck, get comfy, get warm, chill, and then we're headed back up to Mass. I'll holla.